We obviously see that the Yutani company doesn't give a fuck about anybody on that ship. They only care about the
specimens.
Right.
They want to. The primary command was that those specimens come back alive, right?
Yeah. Yep.
As they are. And so, I just felt like I got some of the answers that I was at least looking for from a contextual standpoint, because I just felt like they kind of glossed over that, at least in the first episode. They did kind of give us some demeanor amongst the crew on the ship, but other than that, like, how did we get to where we were? Like, I didn't understand.
It was a cold opening. We dropped right in the middle of the situation there in the first couple of episodes. You do learn a little bit about the cyborg guy, Morrow. Yeah. You learn a little bit more about his motivations and why he is the way he is.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's lost a little bit of humanity in his transition as opposed to Wendy or some of the other newer generations. Maybe that's a product of their respective processes. I think it's very telling that he has a weapon on his arm, and where everybody else is just kind of like, they're strong and they have extra human abilities, but like they're not outfitted with weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, it's a difference in aim, right? Boy Genius wanted someone who was intellectually fit to go back and forth with him. Whoever created Homeboy wanted a weapon for sure.
Well, I look at Morrow like Kirsch.
The synth
prodigy,
the synthetic,
and that maybe they've been that so long, that's why they've lost some of their humanity, as opposed to the kids, they're still kind of somewhat
human.
Yeah,
okay,
somewhat. And then obviously there's not this long disconnect from their motivation. So like obviously we see Morrow's motivation is the daughter that he had, right? There's a huge long disconnect, whereas who knows that the disconnect between Wendy and her brother is that long?
Sure.
Comparatively speaking. So I think that maybe played into why there's so much loss of humanity in that situation. The married couple, who
the doctors,
for all intents and purposes, don't really seem all that married.
Fam, she is a piece of work.
Yes.
She is a piece of fucking work. It almost seems like she cares more for the affection of the hybrids than she does about her husband.
Yep.
She don't give a fuck about him. Boy, the husband is raising concerns to him. She's like, oh, we'll have dinner later. It's okay. No, do you hear what the fuck I'm saying? This is all about to go to shit. You need to listen.
Yeah.
It's okay, sweetie. Can you here go Boy Genius? Can you do it without him? No, she can't do it without me. We're going to ask my wife if she can do it without me.
Yes, I'll do it.
Yes, I'll do it. Yes, I absolutely can. Fire him now.
Man,
and then she got the nerve to act surprised when he get fired.
Facts.
You just fucking told him that you can do this without
By
me. How
yourself.
are you surprised?
Yeah, no, that whole situation was crazy. I didn't really necessarily care for that because it just didn't seem like they was a real married couple. It seemed like they were maybe scientific partners. Like they made these... made the kids themselves, and so maybe they both feel attached in a different way to them. That maybe that could have told that situation a little bit better. Wendy is basically communicating perfectly fine with the xenomorph. Can she speak to the eye alien? I don't know now.
I don't know if the eye alien can communicate though. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like it's just the xenomorphs because they're the only ones that can communicate back.
Yeah, but. Regardless, that seems to be her new thing. You know, she's obviously supposedly Neo in this situation. She's the one, and so she's the one that can speak to the aliens. And
also, side note: the fact that we are keeping these things alive in holding in the same place where we sleep is so batshit crazy. It's like sitting next to a canister full of cancer. I don't even understand what could possibly be the thought. Why aren't these things off-site somewhere in the middle of the jungle in a bunker 1,000 feet down? Like, why are there no extra security precautions taken? You got these from another fucking planet. And again, yeah, we understand this is a kid running this whole thing, but it's also a $1 trillion company. Somebody, anybody.
Literally, that's one of the points I was going to make about the finale. Just the fact that there was a a reckless abandon when it came to security protocols.
Well, but I mean that's not just a finale thing. That's the entire basis of the show. Like,
for sure.
We brought these things back to where we live, eat, and sleep.
And we didn't know what it was going into this situation.
Like it just doesn't make any sense for anybody involved. You are not even prepared. You're makeshifting holding cells for these things.
Mm-hmm. And to that effect, Isaac got absolutely capped.
Yeah, he did.
That was kind of crazy.
No, he's also a little bit slow.
Sure.
He's a little he's a little bit ditzy for that death, for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Letting the fucking sheep trick him into getting locked into the goddamn thing. I also didn't understand why they couldn't just reboot him. Well, they didn't rule it out, but they hadn't done it before, so it's dicey. He's going to be the first one to be rebooted.
Yet another problem I had, specifically with the. I think.
Well, why? They're the first generation, or they're the first of their kind. So like, it makes sense that they haven't had to go through the process of rebooting anybody with a new body yet, because these are the newest models.
My problem in this specific instance is that, okay, he died because the aliens killed him, right?
His synthetic body, sure, yeah.
And I have to say that because Nibs didn't die when she got shot, but that wouldn't kill her, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm confused why one is dead, and the other one's not. Well, maybe the shot didn't damage her to the point where they couldn't just turn her back on, as opposed to Isaac, literally his head, his whole shit was gone.
I came to that conclusion. So then why didn't Kirsch die? Like, his shit was becoming fucked up too.
I don't think
wasn't as
Kirsch
bad.
is the same type of robot they are,
Okay.
but he was fucked. He was definitely fucked. Like, if he wasn't on his way to death, he was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the only reason why he survived and didn't die a brutal death at the hands of Morrow is because he was distracted by the xenomorph. He heard the xenomorph running around in there. That distracted him long enough for him to trip him up and choke him out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that shit was looking crazy. He broke his back. He over there spitting up fluid and shit. That shit was nuts.
Yep.
It was nuts.
So I think that may be a little nitpicky, but I had a problem with that personally. But okay. So speaking of the married couple, slightly ends up partially completing the task that was asked of him from Morrow, and getting the face hugger out on the married guy's on his face.
What was it? What's his name? Was it Dwight?
No, it's Arthur.
Arthur. Yeah. Yep.
So he got the face hugger out on Arthur's face just for the face hugger to come off, and then they stomped the face hugger out, but he implanted the
damage was already done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over with.
Yep. So that was pretty interesting that they completely lost the xenomorph, and
it was that part where he's like convincing him, was like, look, man, I know y'all fucking lying, so let's go ahead and go back and we can talk about it. And they actually started to go back, like, man, these are still fucking kids.
Yep.
These are kids. They're doing terrible shit, but they're still kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which makes the finale even more interesting about how all of that went down. They basically just stopped the kids meeting, stop pretending like they are inferior in some way. They may be mentally behind, they may not know everything, but they're starting to realize that they are incredibly strong.
Sure.
And that there isn't really much that anybody within that facility can do to stop them. Why are we not leading our own destinies? Why are we letting them decide everything for us? And if they're so scared of these xenomorphs, then cool, we'll make sure that they're not attacking us, which will make us the ultimate rulers of whatever, this island or whatever, Neverland.
Especially when we have the xenomorph whisperer here.